Brought to you by The Truth, Utah's anti-tobacco campaign.
Tonight, we close up shop in West Valley City. Tomorrow morning, we open for business on Main Street. Now, sure, it's just a building, but for the better part of 25 years, we've called it home. And you can't do live TV in these studios without having a few goofy moments. So, tonight, we say good night and goodbye to West Valley City with a few of our best bloopers.
Oh, all the time in the world.
I'll tell you what I need. All right?
Okay.
$1,000 house. Oh my goodness, you got it. Ron, that is gross. Tonight, they're out for revenge. They gotta be.
That's usually the way that these things go in these playoff series. There's certainly a little bit of a tendency to perhaps let down in the second game. Thanks, Greg Ostertag. I'm docking your pay. Sorry, coming up. One more time. Good morning, Jazz fans. You know, last year during the playoffs, the Jazz scored just 54 points in a loss to Chicago. Last night in the...
7-3-31-44, good luck.
Parks a Toyota next to a Chevy.
Hi, how are you? We're back.
Woo, let's go. And step. Hip, step, hip.
We're supposed to...
As a fear in the background, she unfortunately is on crutches tonight, so she is... Sloan Brown.
Spoken with them in the locker room, and Dave, what did the Jazz have to say about this? Go ahead.
I'll let you gather things while I discuss some other topics here.
The mayor wants to abolish the 2 a.m. limit for a one-year trial so that we party boys can dance all night long.
The Stingers get a win at Tacoma, 9-4. Jay, don't good. Up.
Bob, you might have to read this one.
All righty.
Gonna rub up against them.
Sure they do.
That's Coach McJaris after Keith Van Horn hit his second game-winning shot against.
Have a good weekend and a good night.
The Late Report is a presentation of KUTV, recognized as the leader in broadcast journalism. 2 News Talking Sports brought to you by Chuckarama and True Golf.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to our brand new state-of-the-art Main Street studios. The brand new KUTV studios right in the heart of downtown.
We've waited so long to be here. 25 years in the old building, and we're going to be here many, many more.
That's right. We got the team here. Bill Gephardt, Kevin Eubanks, Shauna Lake, my favorite little 10 o'clock co-anchor, and one of our newest additions to weather, John Goulet. Look at all the people that came out.
Lots of folks. We're so happy. Mayor Anderson, the city council, lots of city workers, some folks who probably just work around here.
You know, we've got great weather. This is a great thing for us. Dave Phillips had a great vision. Steve Charlier made it all happen as far as the newsroom in here. Let's go cut the ribbon and let's start 2 News at Noon.
These are the biggest scissors I've ever seen in my life.
Can you carry them?
I've got to hold them down. Remember, point down.
Be careful, Michelle. You don't want to hurt me.
Shauna, please hold the ribbon.
Okay, we need somebody on that side to hold it tight. John,
Okay,
can you pull it?
Come on.
I'll help you, Michelle.
I'm not going to be responsible.
Ready? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Live from the Main Street studios, this is 2 News at Noon.
Hi there, and welcome to 2 News at Noon. Our big celebration is just outside this window of our front window here at the studio at Main Street. And boy, are we excited to be here. It's great to have all the people outside to come down and visit. And you're welcome to come down, too.
It's now official. We are thrilled to be here. And we'll show you more of the studio and the celebration going on outside throughout the hour. First, though, we need to get to news.
Yeah, our top story this afternoon is the huge wildfires in California. Santa Ana winds
whipped fire through Southern California, leaving devastation in its wake. So far, the flames killed at least 13 people, most while they were fleeing the flames in their cars. Now, nearly 1,000 homes and structures have burned to the ground.
And there is no relief on the way as winds continue to fan the flames. Manuel Gallegos is in San Bernardino County, California with this report.
Well, Ron and Mary, we're here at what is usually a park, but it's now become a staging area for thousands of firefighters from around California and the West, and they are desperately needed. Behind us here you can see through the smoke, that is the community of Devore, a small foothill community. The reason it's so smoky is because it's been burning all night. And with 13 deaths attributed to all of these fires here in Southern California, this has become the deadliest fire season in decades. Residents all over Southern California, from San Diego north to Simi Valley, again woke up to a stifling smoke-filled sky. At least 10 fires are burning in the mountains and foothills around greater Los Angeles. Close to 1,000 homes and structures are gone. Tens of thousands are still threatened. And with the hot, dry weather and strong Santa Ana winds, no one is talking about containment. It's been a terrifying experience for residents in the fire's path.
It was like this tornado of fire, and then the smolders and everything and all the burnt stuff got cut up on it and just went down the street and took everyone out with it.
Most of the deaths have been people trapped in their cars as they tried to outrun the unpredictably fast flames. This is just one of several large staging areas for more than 7,000 firefighters. They eat, sleep, and get sent to the fire zones in shifts, working around the clock. Evacuation plans are always in place, but people wait too long to get out, and they pay with their lives.
This is still a very dynamic situation. Those winds can kick up very quickly and change the situation that we're facing.
Firefighters and residents may be in for the long haul. This is typically the start of one of the hottest times of the year in Southern California. Well, the causes of all of these fires are under investigation. However, they believe that one of the fires, the large one in San Diego, was started by a hunter who set a signal fire. He was lost, and that signal fire got out of control. Otherwise, they're all under investigation. However, they do suspect arson in at least a couple of them. That is the latest from San Bernardino County. I'm Manuel Gallegos. Ron, Mary, back to you.
Thanks, Manuel. Unbelievable, yeah.
Well, a string of car bombings in Iraq today killed nearly 40 people and wounded another 200. The International Red Cross headquarters in Baghdad was the target of a car bomber on a suicide mission. 3 police stations were also hit with bombs earlier today. It's another indication that some Iraqis are still resisting the American-led coalition.
These people will kill Iraqis. They don't care who they kill. They just want to kill, and we will find them.
Well, the violence coincides with the start of Ramadan, the Muslim holy month. Just yesterday, 6 rockets slammed into the Al Rashid Hotel, killing a U.S. lieutenant colonel. Well, 2 children who survived a deadly accident in Magna this weekend are still in the hospital recovering.
Their 6-year-old little brother was killed in the tragedy, and today the children's mother spoke for the first time about this horrible ordeal. Christina Flores is live at Primary Children's Medical Center. And Christina, how are the kids doing?
Well, Ron and Mary, according to their mother, Desi and Autumn Smith are recovering, although 11-year-old Desi does have some injuries to his legs. 9-year-old Autumn, his sister, also has leg injuries, some swelling of the brain and broken teeth, but she is talking. That is the good news. Liza Smith says her children are well aware of what happened to them on Saturday night. Earl Smith was walking with his 3 children to McDonald's Saturday night when a car drove onto the sidewalk and hit the entire family. 6-year-old Darius died at the scene. 9-year-old Autumn and 11-year-old Desi are still in the hospital. Their father, Earl Smith, is in the hospital with an injured knee. Police say 21-year-old Tory Jacks was behind the wheel of the car that hit the family, and he was allegedly drunk. He is in jail right now, booked on charges of automobile homicide and driving with a denied license.
My daughter is devastated. They remember the whole thing. And they remember laying there, and my daughter remembers being thrown under a fence. And they remember the whole thing, and my daughter is the one that is real upset about it. And she asked me about the guy that did it every day. And why he did it. She wants to know why.
Now, again, the children's father, Earl Smith, also in the hospital, but I understand he's going to make his way over here to Primary Children's Medical Center to be with his children because they've been asking for him. The family is still making funeral arrangements for 6-year-old Darius, who died Saturday night. Family and friends have set up a trust fund for the Smith family in their name at Zions Bank. Anyone who wants to help the family during this very tough time can contribute to that account. Ron and Mary, back to you.
Father was saying that he didn't know how he was going to handle the funeral plus the mounting medical bills.
That's right. You know, in addition to being worried about his kids, he's now worried about finances. Of course, with his injuries, he won't be able to work. Liza is a single mother who actually has custody of the children in this case. So tough times ahead for both the mother and the father in this case.
All right. Thanks a lot, Christina Flores.
Well, 2 men are in trouble with the law today after shooting at a Salt Lake City police officer. Martin Martinez Pedraza is accused of shooting 4 times at an officer who was chasing him. Another man, Miguel Gonzalez Guzman, is accused of helping Martinez Pedraza get away. Police say the 2 men were trying to rob a house for drugs. The officer wasn't hurt. His name has not been released yet.
Fire crews are working overtime today to get the upper hand on a wildfire that's burning just east of Springville. The fast-moving fire is burning in the Cherry Creek area. Fire bosses have shut down several roads in that area. New estimates put the fire at about 1,000 acres now, and containment is not close. Nearby campgrounds have been cleared, but the nearest homes are apparently about a canyon away from the fire. And fire crews are also keeping an eye on the Farmington wildfire. It is located in the Shepherd Canyon near Farmington. It's burned about 400 acres. It is now almost completely contained. What's left of that fire is still far away from any structures. That Shepherd Canyon blaze started last Thursday night. And it was Grandpa to the rescue in West Valley. He saved one of his grandchildren from his burning home.
Our 11 or 13-year-old grandson came up and beat on our door and said, my bedroom's on fire.
Gordon Curl, his wife, and 4 grandkids were all asleep when the fire broke out. Everyone got out of the home just fine except 7-year-old Marissa. She was still trapped in the burning home. Gordon went back inside to get her.
I started yelling. I crawled down the stairs on my hands and knees yelling her name, and then I heard her scream and yell for me.
Then, blinded by the smoke in the burning house, Gordon stretched his arm to reach her, and they both ran from the home. Luckily, family members had an evacuation plan, which they had rehearsed just a couple of weeks ago.
A deal has been struck between Salt Lake City and the Union Pacific Railroad over that 9th South controversy. Trains now run through residential areas. They make a lot of noise, cause danger, and even shake houses. The city and the railroad hope to get $35 million in federal money to improve tracks and close those running through the neighborhoods. Now, coming up fresh at 12:30, Rod Decker will be live on the scene with the very latest there. And coming up fresh on 2 News at noon, hold the French fries, please. Health experts are saying young kids eat way too much junk food. Some food for thought next in Health.
And 2 News has finally moved downtown, and we are in store for a big cool down. I'm John Goulet. I'll have your fresh air forecast coming up.
Holly Chapman in the kitchen with some early trick-or-treaters and lots of treats. Coming up, we'll show you how to make some Halloween treats with your little ghouls and goblins at home. That's coming up fresh from the kitchen.
You're watching 2 News, Fresh Air at noon with Mary Nichols and Ron Bird.
Well, good afternoon and welcome back to 2 News at noon. Now we're outside our brand new studios on Main Street, Salt Lake.
Yeah, about 13 minutes ago, we cut the ribbon, and now we are officially down on the Main Street Plaza. And take a look at all the people who've gathered here. Rich, spin that camera around.
Yeah.
And we appreciate everyone coming down. In fact, you're welcome to come down anytime we do a newscast, and you can watch us from down here on the Main Street Plaza.
Yeah, 5 to 8 every morning. We'll be down here with lots of stuff going on, and then our full hour at noon, and of course, all through the afternoon. Love to have you visiting here. And speaking of visiting here, Mark Cabell got up a little bit early today.
That's right. I'm on your schedule today, Ron.
That's good to have you.
I don't like it. I want to go back to bed. I've got Mayor Rocky Anderson with us right now. Mr. Mayor, thanks for representing the city and coming on down, helping us with the grand opening. Let me start with a tough question first. There's been some talk, some city funds helped facilitate this move and relocation to downtown. Do you feel that KUTV will report fairly on city issues, even though we have a stake in this new building along with the city?
I never doubt KUTV will be hard-hitting in its news coverage. The city has been a good partner with KUTV, with the owners of this great building, and this is a good thing for everybody. But certainly in terms of news coverage, I mean, whoever's going to doubt that Rod Decker isn't going to be hard-hitting as usual. So this is a great thing for everybody, Mark, and it's going to help us with the whole Main Street as we're seeing it become more lively, more vibrant. All these new businesses are coming in.
Let's mention some of those. You know, people say Main Street's dead, it's dying, but yeah, we made a commitment here, and the city's got a pretty big commitment to what's going on.
Look what has happened. We're opening up a new bakery here just a half a block down. We've opened up a new kebab restaurant last week, the Java Connection right across the street in the beautiful historic Carrick building. We've got Sprinkles Ice Cream, Curry in a Hurry, Big City Soup, this cell phone and CD shop right across the street. All of these places have been open just in the last few weeks, and that's the way it's been going for some time. We have a far healthier downtown, and the really great news, and a lot of people don't see it when they're walking by the storefronts, more offices filled and more people living in the downtown area than ever before. So we all love KUTV being part of this.
Well, we're happy. We're going to try to showcase some of the great businesses that are downtown, and we appreciate you being here for the grand opening today, Mr. Mayor.
Thank you, and thank you for all you've done in helping us get the word out about what's going on in Salt Lake City.
All right, Mayor Rocky Anderson, Ron and Mary, back to you.
Yeah, what do you mean showcase? We're going to head over to Big City Soup for lunch.
That's right.
Okay.
Let's just turn the show over to Mark, all right? We're going to go have some
You
soup.
couldn't have ordered a better day for the kickoff today.
Beautiful October day. I got to say something, though. We want a repeat of what you did this morning. You're doing the splits. Yeah, you like that? To the song of Downtown. Yeah. Well, let's go cartwheel now.
Okay.
I'm thinking cartwheel.
Oh, boy.
That's what I'm
Back
feeling.
up. Back up.
Down the hill.
Yourself. Okay.
Oh, man.
Okay.
Yeah, you're
Now
really
you're
going to be
warmed
sore
up.
after the splits and cartwheels. Boy, I hope Big City Soup has some ice. Hey, we may have some ice coming our way. We do have some weather down the pike. Let's give you an idea what it's like outside, downtown. Our two new studios here on Main Street. 58 degrees. We'll call it mostly cloudy skies, but it looks as if the sun's trying to peek on through. Fairly nice, just a very light southeasterly breeze, humidity at 27%, and the barometer just on the decline at 30.34 inches. Let's go to the weather net now and take a look at Midvale. It's 61 degrees, Syracuse 60 degrees, and at John C. Fremont Elementary 64 degrees, so very nice. Outside, that's right about where we should be for this time of year. As a matter of fact, just a few degrees warmer. This morning, it was a little chilly. Lots of 30s going around, and even to 19 in Delta. We made it to 39 here in Salt Lake City. Thanks to the clouds, a little bit cool, a little bit warmer, and pretty nice in Provo at 30 degrees. Normally, we'd be 59 this time of year, and our morning lows typically 37 degrees. We have had high pressure that's situated off the coast of California, and that's been pulling in these clouds for us. We thought it was going to be a mostly sunny day, so it's really patchy sunshine throughout the state, but still very nice weather. And look at that, almost 70 degrees in Boise, 50s in northern Utah, 48 still in Delta, but a very comfortable 66 degrees down in St. George. Again, the high pressure stays offshore, so possibly tomorrow we could have a few friendly clouds around, but come Wednesday after midnight, it looks as if we'll have a 40% chance of seeing some rain showers and even some snow up into the mountains. But for today, no worries. Just some very, very comfortable temperatures, lower 60s here, and just wonderful, wonderful weather that we are having. In fact, let's take a look at the next 7 days. So we warm up all the way through Tuesday. We'll start our cool down on Wednesday, and then from Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, anywhere from a 40 to a 30% chance of seeing some rain and snow showers. System's coming at us in two parts, and we're not jumping on the bandwagon yet for a lot of snow. We'll see what happens over the next couple of days. And for St. George, you're going to cool down to Friday to 59 degrees, but today in the upper 70s. The weather couldn't be nicer, guys. And what a day it is. Hey, how about that? Fire truck pulling on by.
Hey, we need to give them a balloon.
Yeah, that's right. All right, well, I like that forecast, though. At least there's a little hope for some rain and snow.
Okay, well, this morning, Panini, the restaurant just above us, brought down some muffins and coffee and stuff to warm things up on the plaza, but Kelly has something even better, chocolate.
Chocolate, and she has, I think, some trick-or-treaters in there. And I know that wonderful lady you're with today, that's Cindy Robinson. She lives in my neighborhood, Kelly.
Hey, we still have a lot coming up live from our Main Street studios in downtown Salt Lake for 2 News at noon. 2 thumbs up. That's what the doctors in Dallas are giving the separated twins from Egypt. We'll have details on their recovery.
Plus, hold the junk food and start handing out the veggies. We'll tell you why health experts think young kids are just eating way too much junk food. Welcome back to 2 News at noon. We're on top of the world at our Main Street studios in Salt Lake City. I'm on the roof of the Wells Fargo Center, and quite a parking spot for Sky 2. It's time for health news now with Mary.
Well, researchers say many American children are developing bad eating habits even before their second birthday. A new study found on average toddlers are eating about 300 more calories a day than they should.